It is a little bit loose. Bus. Tractor? I don't know what you call it. Welcome back to Franzmeyer Farms. Good morning. Plan on getting some grain moved again in this video. We got Trevor here helping, so he's running one truck. I'm gonna get Dad's truck out, and I'm gonna stick around the farm here, do some odd jobs, and help him scoop in the bins. Working on cleaning out a couple bins right now, so Trevor's gonna pull up, and we're gonna get this bin down so we can get in that door to put the sweep auger in. It's a little bit chilly out today, but it's not too bad for the end of January. We're gonna get the sweep auger in, or out of that bin, and move it over to the other bin. Well, we got first truck loaded. Got almost a quarter of the bin out. Dad's back, he's putting fuel in. So. Yes?
Sorry.
Back to scooping. Well, we ran to town for dinner, and we stopped at John Deere and talked about our sprayer inspection, and went through that. Trevor said that couldn't quite get it into gear. His truck, the silver one, we were messing with this white and green that he was running this morning, and the tarp won't work on this. So now we got to unhook this trailer, because I got to go up in the neck and try to figure out some more wiring issue, why the tarp won't work. And so we're going to put this truck on Silver's trailer, because I'm thinking that the stop brake might have sheared in Silver, so I'm going to have to get that in the shop and try to figure out if the stop brake sheared or if the clutch is out of adjustment. So yeah, now we're going to get this trailer unhooked and get the truck outside to wait for Trevor to get back from town. Alrighty, got some tools here. We're gonna go out to the shed and see if we can get this truck, or trailer rather, fixed. Figure out the issue. Maybe we'll get it figured out before Trevor even gets back. That'd be alright. And it's 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so not super ideal outside at all. I'm gonna climb up in the neck and see what I can find in there. Looks a little familiar in here, doesn't it? Not super stoked that I gotta keep coming in here, but don't have a lot of options when it keeps having problems. back that screw out a little far. It is a little bit loose. That could be where my issue is. Let me show you guys here. Alrighty, so you look in here, and this is the wiring that goes up here and into the power tarp. Look at that. Obviously that's not making very good connection when it's wallboy like this. Oh yeah, it's finger tight. I might not have even tightened that with a wrench. That is definitely got to be our problem. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find another washer, maybe a little bit smaller so it fits around that stud better. And so I'm gonna have 2 washers, one on each side, and then I'm gonna grab a wrench to tighten this nut. And I think that should solve our problem. So if I can get this done before Trevor gets back, I can just hook this truck back up to this trailer and we should be fine. Because I just used what we had, and that's not quite working 100%. Okay, I got that nice and tight. Now we're going to put the cover back on. All right. Hold these 2. The lights still don't come on. It's not good. If I unplug this and then I plug it back in, get power, and then it's supposed to be able to hold these 2 buttons and have it turn on, but it's not turning on. So, shoot, that did not solve our issue. So I guess we're gonna have to unhook from it, and we are gonna have to use the other trailer. Trevor's back, so now we can switch trucks and trailers, and he can keep trucking. Well, we got the bin 2 emptied and Trevor topped off of bin 5, so got him loaded. He's gonna get the silver truck in the shop so we can work on the clutch brake. I found the old clutch brake laying on the ground there in between the bins. I didn't get it on camera, but I went to town and got a new clutch brake, so I'm gonna put that in tomorrow morning. Morning. Another day. What was that? Did you do that? Anyway, yesterday got a new clutch brake. Means this one obviously has a problem. So I'm gonna crawl under there and see if something was rubbing and causing it to wear that one out prematurely, because it looks like there's plenty of life left in it. I mean, they don't have much pad when they're new, and this one still has some, but there's a groove here, and I think that's what wore that button or snap, and then the clutch brake opened up and fell out. Alrighty, it's been a few hours. Trevor's just taken the last load, I believe, to fill our contract. So him and Dad are gonna head back to the yard here after they get dumped. I got the clutch brake installed in silver, and I got it outside, and I brought the skid loader in. We got a weight kit that is gonna bolt up to the side here so that we can get a little more counterbalance. Because when Dad was using it on the first video that I posted to my channel when we were using it to clean up them trees, need all the extra weight that we could get on the back because it was very tipsy. It's got more lifting capacity than counterbalance. So I'm gonna work on getting these uncrated and then we'll throw them on. This one is gonna go into a threaded hole, and then these other ones are gonna go with nuts like that. And I'm gonna have to take this cover off to get a nut on the back side there. So let's get that cover off. Well, that's one side done. Now let's move on to the other side. Now let's do this one a little bit easier. Would you look at that? In reality, it actually didn't take that long. There's probably 2 minutes time between those clips. So. But we now have, I'm not sure, I think these are 100 pounds, so another 400 pounds on the back of this thing. Should definitely help a decent amount. I'm gonna get the my truck started up and pull the white trailer outside. Then I can work on that keypad that I got a new keypad ordered. It's supposed to be here sometime today, and we want to wash it a little bit better. It means it's beautiful 45 degrees out at the end of January. That never happens in Northwest Iowa, so we're gonna get the trailer out and just wash it out really good up underneath of the subframe and everything. Looks like our delivery's here. Get the trailer rinsed off. I'll show you where. So on these, in these pockets here, is where the gravel and the salt and stuff likes to sit. So rinse them out pretty good. Also rinsed in where the brakes are and in between the wheels, just to try and get as much of that salty crap out of there so it doesn't rust the trailer. So also got, before Trevor left, we got the new power box installed. Well, it's another beautiful day. Haven't filmed much today, but I got the stuff.
What about that other junk steel that you can throw it on the truck yet?
We're gonna bring this school bus to the junk, so we're gonna hook it up to the back of the tractor and drag it to the junkyard. Don't really have a better way of moving it. You gonna drive it around the loop? This could be the weirdest thing that I've seen in a long time. How do you haul your school bus around? So Dad's gonna drive the tractor and school bus. I'm gonna follow in that truck. We got some more junk steel on. And yeah, we're gonna get rid of it. Clean up the yard a little bit. Don't need it sitting around. Trevor's he's filling with the last load for this contract. So yeah, just driving around the loop to test and make sure that it's going to be all right. We don't have that far to go. That is a sight. Gonna work? I guess we're going right now. No sense in stopping. Boy, it's warm in here. Never thought I'd say that. Getting into a vehicle that's been sitting all day at almost the 1st of February. It is the 30th today. So, yeah, and it's almost 60 degrees. It's about 58 degrees out here in northwest Iowa. Kind of crazy. Better put my flashers on. As you can see back here, we got some more junk. So I need to take it slow as well because I don't have anything strapped down. It's just sitting back there. But I knew I wasn't going to be going that fast following Dad in the bus. Tractor? I don't know what you call it. He's in the tractor pulling the bus. So, yeah, hopefully it goes smooth. Come here, Diesel. He wants to go for a ride. Come on. Oh, help him up. Don't forget his ball. Okay. Now we can continue. Well, it's probably been closer to 8 to 10 miles. A little bit further than I was expecting. But we're about to pull in. Made it, no problems. Now if we can find a place to put it, it's gonna be the next thing. Might have to go up there and ask him, I suppose. Well, that didn't go too bad on our way back home. Dad had to get going, so I didn't film anything. I helped him get us unloaded. They pushed the bus up on the scale, weighed it. I drove over the scale and weighed. And then we got unloaded and then drove over the scale again. So they got our weight and we got some cash. So it works out for both of us. We got rid of some junk and made a little money. So now, back to the farm. Well, we made it back. I never showed you guys what we did with the motor for that bus. So this is around a mid-60s Ford F600 that my grandpa bought new, and we took the 466 and the Allison automatic out of the bus and putting it in this truck. So still a work in progress. Had to move the steering box and stuff, and it's not very pretty yet. Had to make a whole cradle in there to hold it, and then once I get it wrapped up, we'll get the hood and stuff back on. But yeah, Grandpa bought it new, hauled a lot of grain with it. It's got 63,000 original miles. So when we get caught up, do some work on that. Otherwise, we're washing and waxing some things. Got the pickup washed and waxing. We're gonna wax and buff this semi and wipe down the tractor inside and out. Get it detailed and serviced. I found a couple small leaks on the tractor, coolant leak, and a few hydraulic oil leaks. The hydraulic oil leaks are inside the rear tire in here, underneath that mat of stuff. You can see the oil down there. So I'm going to have to take the dual off, slide the inside wheel and tire out, and then clean it and look for the leak because there's no room to get up in there the way it is. So yeah, we're gonna have to get this truck back out so I can get the tractor in the middle of the shop so we can get the forklift in and pull the dual off. Well, we got the stuff moved around and it's 5 o'clock now, so I'm gonna get the dog loaded up in the truck and head home. I'm gonna go up to Minnesota and get a tanker trailer that I bought in the morning. So I won't be around first thing. Trevor's gonna take the wax off of the brown pickup here and then start wiping down and polishing on silver. So that's gonna be it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.